Hello, crafty friends. I'm Trisha Morris here at Club Scrap, and it, believe it or not, is spoiler time. It is the end of January, and we are releasing or announcing to you today everything coming out from Club Scrap during the month of February. So I'm so excited to spend a little bit of time with you. Maybe this is your first time joining us, and if that's the case, go ahead and let us know in the comments, maybe where you're from, if it's your first time, maybe you've been around a long time. Either way, I'm so glad you're here, and I see a number of people gathering in the room. Hello, Julie. Happy belated birthday to our very own Julie. It was her birthday on Saturday, so I hope you had a great day. Karen is back in town. She wasn't here for the last spoiler we did about mid-month. I had a little live, but she is back and in the house. Also in the warehouse that way, we have Little Piper, our shop dog, who is not so little anymore. Like when I first introduced you to Piper, he was like so little, and now she's really grown a lot. So we love having her here every day too. So anyway, hope you all are doing well. It's unseasonably warm here in Wisconsin, and I'm okay with it. We had a bunch of snow. I got a little snowmobiling in a few weeks ago, and now all of it's gone. So that's just how it goes. Anyway, so the theme coming up in February is called Take Flight. And we have a really fun color palette to show you, as well as some really cool art that Jacqueline created. So the agenda today is to go over everything that comes in that page kit. Then I'll cover the card kit. I'm going to show you a special project that we're releasing this month that you can opt into as well. And then a few reminders, and then you'll be on your way. I see a lot of folks joining us here. That's awesome. Hello to everyone. Kathy Ledgerwood from Missouri. Awesome. Betty Thorne. Betty is a local member, and I get to see Betty regularly when she stops in our lobby. She's such a sweet and very, very talented crafter, and she's really elevated her crafting, I think, with Club Scrap too. It's been very exciting to see. Pat, good to see you. Oh my gosh, I have a little note that I got from you in one of my birthday cards. I pinned it to my bulletin board, and I think of you really often. Okay, so as now we're all joining in here, I think it's time for me to switch my camera view to my work surface so you can see what's coming out this coming month. I hope you like it. Okay, so here we go. There's your first look at Take Flight. And as you can see, we're covering hot air balloons a little bit. We got a little bit of a steampunk vibe going on with this kit. We have a fun color palette as well. We got the pinks and the blues here. And I think Jacqueline did a marvelous job of blending that all in together in this beautiful package called Take Flight. So here, let's take a closer look at this print. We've got the striped background going on. We've got our collage of all these cool steampunk elements, but yet it kind of has a ethereal, soft, lovely look to it. I absolutely love the arrangement of everything on here. And then we have our fun balloon print. Check this out. We got 3 really cool balloons and a nice little cloud background. And this is going to be a lot of fun to work with for your pages. So those are the prints. And then the color palette here, you've got 2 sheets of a light pink, 2 sheets of a dark pink. And then you've actually never seen these papers in a kit before. This light blue, it's a 100-pound cover weight. See, I always like to show you what it sounds like. I mean, that's, to me, the best way to show you. And then the dark blue is the same way. This is a gorgeous color. So again, dark blue, dark pink, light pink. And then, of course, we have the cut-aparts, which are absolutely lovely. Jacqueline did some fun things this month. We haven't had this in a while, where she gives us a nice little strip of individual words that form titles so that you can sort of do that ransom note style work with them. And I'll show you what I mean on those finished pages. We have our journaling prompts, some fun circles you can cut, and other border strips here. And again, additional, I love this one with the clouds on it. So cool. And here we have some neat balloons we can cut out. And once again, Jacqueline's adding that little shadow around the image that you can cut along. It's not as fussy then, and it creates a really great look. It doesn't take long at all to do that. Let's see, everything else in the kit. We've got our photo mats, of course, 3 each of the 4 different colors, dark and light in the pink and the blue. Then Craig selected some lovely ribbon for you. And we really went kind of soft with some of these looks. This is a 3/4 inch. It's not a satin. It's more like a cottony poly. It's really pretty and very easy to work with. Same with this one. This is more like a feltish feel to it. It's 3/8 inch in that nice white. And then, of course, I do like my sparkles every now and then. This has a nice little silver sparkle in there one. I think that's a 3/8 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch. I think it's a 1/2 inch. Either way, it's a nice ribbon, right? Other goodies, we've got these fun little balloon wood cuts, super cute. And then this cool key charm. So that ties in with the art that we have going on. And check out this tiny little pocket watch. Isn't that adorable? So cute. Then we have some charms here too. We have these filigree wings. And I didn't make earrings from these this month, but I think they would be kind of cool as earrings. And of course, I used all of this in the pages. And then I'm so excited to share this cool thing with you. This is the washi tape that we selected. It's a vintage washi tape, and it's got this sort of smoked edge on it. Isn't that cool? Just love this. Okay, so the deal with this is it's still on its backing, because if they took the backing off, it just wouldn't roll up right because there would be so many exposed areas. That said, I have a little technique tip video that I've already filmed that's in the product. But basically, if you just stick a piece of cellophane tape to the back of the backing, and you'll be able to more easily peel away the tape. I'm not going to demonstrate it to you now because, you know, we're live and you just never know what's going to happen in a live, right? So there's your tip though. Stick your washi tape or stick your tape on the back of the backing and it'll come right off. Okay. So that is your page kit. And of course, you know, for those of you who are new thinking, that's great, but what do I do with it when it comes? Well, you grab your instructions off the website, and I do have a video link right here that you can scan with your phone or your device. That takes you right to the workshop video. And then I will walk you through trimming all of that paper according to these diagrams and give you everything you need to finish your pages. And again, maybe you're not aware of this, but on the instructions, when I show you the image of the finished layout, the dimension on that image is the dimension the photo needs to be trimmed to fit in that spot. So that saves you a lot of guesswork in finishing up your pages with photos. Now, here are the layouts. So let me just make some room for myself here. I got ribbon falling on the floor. It happens. Okay, so here we have pages 1 and 2. And, oh, this is right where I decided to use those cool wing charms. So I love that behind the journaling prompt here. And remember I told you about those little those words that Jacqueline designed? So I inked the edges of this one and added it to the circular cut apart. Here, got a three-part bow ribbon trick. And just, you know, I do have a whole video called Ribbon Basics, and I share how to make a lot of these things with all the beautiful ribbon that we include in the kits. Here again, I use that Take Flight, and I got the washi tape peeking out in the background of these 2 pages. Then our next page, again, more washi tape, so I could do that. We've got our cute key going on here. Ink the edges of this guy after I trimmed them out. And let's see, here we go. Oh, so I started doing this with the Mon Amour kit with the Eiffel Tower woodcut. I did the same thing with the this cool balloon woodcut. So it's not metal, it's wood, but I covered it with our white pigment ink, sprinkled some silver embossing powder on it, and heated it to melt the powder, and I think that turned out really cool. Added some ribbon here with just a punched hole, and then stapled some ribbon there. Oh, and I did my foreground trimming trick, and I discussed this a little bit more in detail during the video. I did the same thing here with this cool balloon print. Added We Rise by Lifting Others. I think some of these are out of order. I apologize. I didn't confirm that. That was page 7 and page 4. It's all mixed up. See, I number my layouts on the back, but I forgot to check that they were in order. So, oh well, you know, that happens. Maybe this is page 7 and 4. Mix and match your layouts. How cool is that? 2 more balloons here. You get the idea. We're gonna have a lot of fun in the class with this one, and it goes quickly. So I couldn't believe it. I think my total filming time for this whole workshop was 38 minutes. It was pretty cool. Oh, I have more layouts. One more layout over here. Ah, Trisha, that's funny. Okay, here we go. We are organized. We are ready to share, aren't we? Now, as a Club Scrap member, you also get your page formula every month. This is a huge advantage to your membership because I think a lot of crafters out there have a stash of paper, maybe a very large stash. So this just allows you to use things you have in your stash or more materials from this kit to make additional layouts. So if you want to make a book for someone and you want to make more pages, you can just grab more of this and follow these instructions to have fresh pages. So I finished this one with the Club Scrap card kit print that's in the background here. And I wanted to show you that the content of your pictures plus the content of the page doesn't really matter so much. Like theme, we try to make kits about nothing, right? So I had these pictures from Lake Superior back when it snowed. It was snowy. And I thought that the colors of these pictures worked so well with the blues in the background. And then even just like that fun, soft blue color in the ice caves here at Lake Superior were amazing. So just to give you an example of how to just broaden your horizon about whatever pictures you've got on hand, just give it a whirl on these cool pages. Okay, so there you go. That was the page kit. Now moving on to our card kit. You've already gotten a sneak peek at that gorgeous print. Cool thing is all of the prints and all of the little things that you saw can be purchased separately. And if you're a member, you can just have those items added to your shipment, which just saves everybody on shipping. So here we have, I'll go over all of this stuff first. This is the print. So cool, so versatile, really nice for card projects or other projects where not a whole lot of the print will be visible, so you get the whole feel of it in smaller scale. Okay, then we have a white plain, just one of those, and then two each of the light pink, two light blue, two dark blue, and two dark pink, which, it's in there, okay? And then we have our cut aparts. Once again, I've carefully planned these out for you. Oh, I wanted to show you something. Here I have my little planning notebook, and this is where I sat down and started to create in my mind what cards we would make this month, okay? So I never even cut a single sheet of paper until I had all of this planned out for you. 2 pages of planning. I tried this, like, no, that's not gonna work. Redrew it out, made some notes, and then that begins the whole process. Okay, so this is one of the things that a member came to me with an idea was to allow some of the cards to be plain, okay? So here we have just a image without a sentiment, and then offer a variety of sentiments so that you can like mix and match and build your own greeting card, okay? I thought that was a really brilliant idea. At least I think that's what the idea was. That's how we interpreted the request. So that's what we did. We have these 4 cards that have a blank image, just a plain image, and then you can just mix and match however you want the sentiments to be added, if any. Okay, so what else is in there? We've got our pretty taffeta edge satin ribbon. We have a 3/8 inch white double-faced satin. And of course, as you know, I like my sparkly things too. This nice thin fuchsia with that silver metallic edge. Then I like to try to keep those embellishments small. So check this, these are really, really sweet. Just these little, they're little gold, metallic gold wings. Very, very flat, of course. Then I have a clever use for these silver gear charms. You're gonna love it, I'll show you in a minute. And finally, we have these cool floral embellishments. Now they have a lot of dimension, but they're also flat as a pancake. So we have 4 of them, 1 for each of 4 different cards. You just trim them apart and add them to your project. And again, perfectly flat for mailing. And speaking of mailing, we have the 12 envelopes. You know, I've been seeing some other card kits out there, and they're charging like double our monthly card kit fee, and they don't even make as many cards, and they don't include envelopes. So, or a video, or these downloadable instructions that show you exactly what to do. So I'm really pleased and proud to offer this kit for what we do. It's a pretty amazing value for sure. So you get your instructions. Again, here's your link to the workshop video. That's a good solid hour. I'm just warning you, but you're gonna see how much fun we're gonna have in the workshop. Okay, so here's your happy birthday card. And I thought with the balloon, like things flying through the air were kind of fun. So I used my favorite little explosion card technique here. So that's why we had all those little boxes on that one cut apart, because each card needs the outer sentiment and then basically 4 pieces for the inside. Love how that turned out. And of course, you'll make 4 of those. And again, this is perfectly flat. I just crisscrossed the ribbon, added the embellishment, and there you go. It's happy anniversary, another year of sharing life's ups and downs together. So cute. Happy birthday. Here's to a year filled with joy, laughter, and breathtaking views. So had fun with that. That's the first set of 4. Then here is your Flexa-4. So I chose Up, Up, and Away with half of the wing, and then the other half of the wing, The Sky's the Limit. And then you can pair up your sentiments however you want. But a nice, simple, single fold card with all the flexibility for the innies and outies, as we lovingly call them here. Finally, remember I told you we had a cool idea for the watch gear charm that was included. So here we have the left side. It's a split tent fold card. So this is added with foam adhesive. Got a nice little looped ribbon here. And then this flap comes up, and then there are some directions. This was also a member suggestion to have the directions. Tuck the bottom edge of the flap against the charm to create a tent. So then it's scored right in the middle point here, and then that just sits against the edge of the charm and holds it up like a tent. And it's lovely for display, and it nails perfectly flat. It's not lumpy at all. Even with that charm is paper thin, so it's perfect for this. Happy celebrating. And it's just got enough dimension that it holds that tent up just fine. Okay, so those are the 4 split flap tent cards. Let's get carried away. It's so fun. Happy celebrating. Let's get carried away. And then you can sign your name on the inside or wherever you want on these as well. There's plenty of room for that as well. Thinking of you, things are looking up. So very, very cool. Okay, so that is the card kit. And remember, if you are a member of either club, you can swap, you can add, combine, whatever you want to do. And our team here will be happy to help take care of you. Just a reminder, we do have this product called Pops. It's a pack of panels. It's 6 to 8 ounces of our paper in the colors of the kit. And you can see that they're 2 different sizes here. I just want you to be aware of that. These are great for die cutting, for card panels, things like that. The size of the end cut just always depends on the parent size sheet of the paper. And these come from Europe, so they're just a little bit of a different size, okay? Then we have our beautiful stamps. So if you are a stamper, or maybe even if you're not a stamper, you might love these. And one of the things about stamps is it's really hard to achieve, like, I would call it a half tone, or like a partially shaded an image. But I think we really got some great art off of these images. It turned out so nice. We have the wings, the key, a large balloon, a medium balloon, and then the clock and the gears, along with some really good companion quotes. And of course, as you know, Julie went to town making some fun cards, which she will blog about. And I've just encouraged her to really keep these cards very approachable and replicatable. And she's done a great job of that, to the point where Jane, one of our employees here, came to my office last weekend and showed me a replica of every single card that Julie had made from last month. I thought that was so cool that this is, you know, you can do it. You can do it by following Julie's instructions in the blog. She does a great job of explaining how she made each of these beautiful cards. Okay, I have more to share with you. Okay, so coming up on February, help me, is it the 16th? We're going to be offering a workshop called the Accordion Book in a Box. Okay, so this is your little box. It's kind of like a matchbox. It has the hardware, so you'll pull that out. And then you're making this book, and it's an accordion style book, so you'll be happy to know you don't have to use any stitching, okay, to make this book happen. Here is that little book, and it's nice. It's a 4x6 book, so minimal cropping required to add photos, and you've got tons and tons and tons of pages to work with here. It uses one kit, okay, even have the inside of the tray decorated. And by accordion, I'm just going to quick show you that this is kind of what it started out as. And we spend the class kind of prepping and marrying up these pages together with hinges. It's really cool how it all works out. And of course, during the video, I will walk you through step by step. So, and the kit includes a really detailed copy of instructions. It'll have the hardware and then the bandana kit. That's the full workshop. It's available to buy today. And the cool part, once again, is you can do the same steps. I think this one is particularly flexible with whatever kit you choose, and we've proven that because I had to give it a run through with a different kit. I chose cartography, and the papers in that kit are really quite heavy. Just like in Take Flight, we've got the dark blue and light blue would be really nice for this too. Okay, so here's my sleeve, beautiful. There's my book. pops out. And wouldn't this be great just for a little trip? Like, let's say you went with some friends who aren't scrapbookers, and then you got back and took your favorite pictures from the trip and put it in this, and it just is a nice coffee table book. So pretty. It's so finishable too. And I know Karen had a little fun with this over the weekend. She didn't have a whole lot of time, but she cranked out this stunning version using the Luminary collection. Oh, it's stunning. It's so beautiful. I can't even believe it. And minimal embellishments required, right? It's all it needs. It does. I mean, you've got your cut aparts to work with, all the papers, all the photo mats. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so I hope you'll join me for this class. It's very approachable. Nothing advanced here about this. Just follow it along step by step. Okay. Lastly, quick reminder that earlier in the month we released our Mon Amour kit. So this is our lobby display copy. So we have the instructions. And of course, if you've been to Paris lately, or if you're planning something fun like a wedding or a shower or something like that, where this love theme might work for you, and be mindful, it's Valentine's Day coming up this month. So we have perfect timing on the release of that Mon Amour kit. So make sure one of these is coming along with your box this month. I know that Beth and Deb and Jane have been really busy in the warehouse gathering up and packaging and combining all of your orders. Not sure if you've ever noticed this, but your orders often are bundled all together. So we have these bins where all your orders are kept. And then if you add something to that, they combine them, they staple the orders together, make notes. It's kind of a process. It's really a process. But we love to make that service available to you so that you can order throughout the month kind of guilt-free, knowing it's just all going to be bundled into one box and shipped together. It's kind of a rare thing that subscription services offer. And we've always done that, and we want to continue to do that for you. So just again, make sure, as a loving reminder, that if you have a membership in your name, make sure when you place orders, you place it in the same name as your membership, because then it makes it easier for us to combine everything together for you. Oh my gosh, we have a nice big crowd here today. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And I know a lot of you have made comments. We have a sponsored video on Facebook these days, and it's also in our Facebook page for Club Scrap, of kind of my story, my background for how I got started in loving paper from a little girl on. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that, take a peek. It's been fun seeing all the comments about that, and just how Club Scrap has been such an amazing part of the last 25 years of my life. In June, we'll be celebrating our 25th year at Club Scrap. So it's pretty amazing. And I know a lot of you have been along for most of this ride. So we really appreciate you, our loyal members, our new members. Keep spreading the word about Club Scrap. And I just thank you so much for your loyalty through all these years. Stay tuned. The volume event, good question, Helen, that is February 16, and I believe our tentatively scheduled time is for 5:15 Central. It's a Friday night. I think it's just mid-month Friday night. I believe it's the 16th. So I look forward to seeing you there, and then just keep your eyes for maybe other fun announcements of things that might be coming out throughout the month. So we're here working really hard to keep you creatively happy and inspired. So have a wonderful month, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you so much for joining us.